I was skeptical about this one, to be honest. MSI has been putting out some awesome gaming laptops over the years, but I wasn't expecting their thin line to impress me quite so much, especially given the price point. Still, I had to check it out for myself. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. As someone who's been using their old gaming rig for a while now, I was excited to see how the MSI thin 15.6-inch gaming laptop would hold up, and I was blown away by the performance. The i5-13420H processor is no joke. It handles everything from gaming to content creation with ease, and it's nice to have the peace of mind knowing that you've got a reliable machine that can keep up. One of the things that really stood out to me was the FHD display. It's not just about having a high refresh rate, it's about how clear and vibrant everything looks on screen. Watching movies or editing videos is a dream on this thing, and you can really see the difference when compared to less expensive options. Beyond just the raw specs, the design of this laptop is also quite impressive. MSI has packed a ton of power into a slim and relatively lightweight body, making it easy to toss into a backpack or take on the go. Plus, the cooling system does an amazing job of keeping things running smoothly, even during extended gaming sessions. You'll hardly ever hear the fans spinning away, so you can focus on your game instead of the noise. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 might not be the top-of-the-line model out there, but in the thin line, it's more than enough to handle all the games I threw at it. I'm talking high FPS gameplay, 144Hz refresh rate, this thing can handle it all. Plus, the 4 GB of dedicated VRAM helps out when running more graphics-intensive programs, and it means you won't be worrying about swapping textures or loading screens for too long. Another thing that's worth mentioning is the NVMe SSD. 512 GB is still plenty enough storage for most users, especially if you're using the cloud for your big files, and it seriously boosts loading speeds whenever you're jumping into a game. In terms of pros and cons, let me say that I was really blown away by the performance on this machine. The FHD display is great, and I've found that I'm actually saving money on electricity. With the power-saving modes turned on, this thing barely draws a single amp when not in use. One of the only cons I'd say is that the keyboard is a bit shallow. It's not terrible, but if you're typing for hours like I am, you might start to feel some fatigue in your wrists and fingers. Another slight downside is that it's a relatively new device, which means there's still a bit of a learning curve to get used to if you're switching from Windows 10. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't look a bit chunky. It's still plenty slim, but it's also not the thinnest I've ever seen. Overall though, this MSI thin 15.6-inch gaming laptop has honestly become my go-to for gaming and content creation, and I think it's definitely worth considering. If you want to check out the latest price on Amazon, links in the description. Hope to see you in the next one.